tradition in indigenous cultures, and it can be called a quest, which is beyond the 28 days. During this program, when we explore all of the elements of air, water, fire, and earth, and how they're impacting on this, uncovering and discovering the secret messages of the body, and all the memories and decluttering inner and outer, and all those type of exercises, we like to have this culminate in this process called the quest. For this type of quest, it's a time to be still, a time to listen to the body. And this is even going deeper than all of the issues that were already uncovered during the 28 days. Your body and your soul have their own unique language, and it's difficult to hear the language of your body and soul unless you are quiet. So we have several suggestions of experiencing your quest, which can be an hour, or it can take several hours, a half day, or even an entire day, where you just are dedicated to tuning in and listening to the body. To prepare for a type of a quest, one can make a sacred circle. You can bring in objects that represent maybe those elements of air, water, fire, and earth, and also the different 4 cardinal directions. You might place a feather in the eastern part of the circle to represent air, or a bowl of water in the southern part to represent water, or a candle in the west for the fire element, or maybe a crystal or a stone in the north for the earth. You can make an outline of a circle with flowers or pebbles or pine cones or anything that's available wherever you are. But inside this sacred circle, this is a place for you to be outside in nature, or if you need to, you could also create this inside. One of the suggestions might be to make this circle 4 to 6 feet wide, or maybe even a larger one. It's up to you. But when you do this, this becomes your inner sanctuary. Literally, as Denise says, this becomes the hallowed point between heaven and earth. So it's important that people bless this when the circle is complete. One can invite in their own spiritual guidance when they sit in the circle, and we do exercises to help you visualize your body becoming a sacred vessel. You can imagine that the life force of the earth is flowing up through you, and at the same time the energy of that universe above is cascading down upon you. But when you enter into stillness, you'll be encouraged to tune in to all the messages around you and to watch for signs. We encourage people to bring their process journal in the circle with them so that they can record any insights. And if you're outdoors, we encourage you to watch the movement of the animals, the birds, and the clouds. When you notice the clouds, as an example, this might be a reflection of some inner signs. There might be an interpretation of a shape or something that will just trigger a memory or an awareness. Or maybe your body will be giving you signs and messages as well. Whatever that is for you, you'll be asked to tune into feelings in your body, the areas of your body that might still have some unresolved issues. You'll be encouraged to close your eyes and to journey within. Your body communicates messages from spirit. So pay attention to physical sensations when you do this type of an exercise for this quest. We like to say that your soul speaks to you during this time. So we want you to be very aware of any feelings that rise to the surface. Here are some of the things or some of the questions that we ask people to consider when they're doing their quest. Ask yourself, if I knew what my body wanted me to know, what would that be? You might also ask yourself to become aware of your thoughts and your feelings as they flow up from your body, and then to delve deeply into that area of the body and to discover what those secret messages might be. Pay attention to the self-talk, any of the issues that are rising to the surface. Some of the other things that we ask people to do during the quest, and again, this is all personal choice, might be something along the line of life examination. Because when you do the 28-day program, you'll have a lot of issues that will rise to the surface. So this is a chance to go even deeper in the stillness. You might relive an aspect of your life and just not judge it, but just be the observer of it and notice if there's any recurring issues. Or maybe ask a question of what has been significant in your life and then to journal your response. You might do something like travel into your probable future. In your imagination, you can project yourself into the future and then ask yourself, given your past history and given your subconscious programming, what would you imagine your probable destiny is? What do you realistically expect is in store for you in the future? So you could contemplate traveling to your probable future. And then ask yourself, do you feel satisfied with the probability patterns of your future? And if not, then what steps can you take to create the future that your soul desires? You might do things like examine your relationship with yourself, or observe old patterns. Examine those thoughts that you have about your quest and about your circle. What are you enjoying? What's bothering you? And when are you ready to release an old belief that may subconsciously rise to the surface? And if so, what do you really need to do to continue to release those old beliefs? During your quest, you have opportunities to relinquish old limiting beliefs and patterns and embrace the new empowering beliefs that you discovered doing the 28-day program. You might do something in your inner quest, such as practicing forgiveness, maybe identifying the people who have wronged you, the people whom you have wronged. Imagine yourself speaking or communicating with these individuals and really speaking your truth to them, and then really listening to them speak their truth back to you. You might ask questions like, what haven't you communicated that you really need to communicate? Or who do you still need to forgive? And if you just can't forgive, then forgive yourself for not forgiving others. You might also ask, who is important in your life? What people do you need to make peace with in all of your relationships from your past? Or is there still something that you need to do or communicate to feel at peace with these people? Ask yourself, are you satisfied with your current relationships? You might also want to face your fears again. Give yourself an opportunity to allow those old fears to come up, rise to that surface, and then confront them one at a time. What situations seem to embody vulnerability for you? You might be encouraged just to let your mind float freely to see whatever rises to the surface. And as difficult as it may seem, you could imagine that each of these fears is coming to fruition, and then just simply visualize yourself facing and overcoming that fear with strength, passion, and power. This is a powerful exercise, and it can make an immense difference in your life. You might want to tap into the spirit power within you while meditating in your sacred circle. You also might want to go through an exercise of just giving thanks, because thankfulness, attitudes of gratitude, can really help your life force energy and your connection to the universe, because appreciation empowers and strengthens you. If you hold your life in the context of misery and suffering, then life becomes a string of difficult events to overcome. But if you hold your life in the context of gratefulness, then every experience that you have is a gift and offers great value. It is never too late to transform your past. You might also ask yourself to call for a vision through spirit. And when asking for a vision, you can call your guidance from the spirit realm, your spirit guides, your ancestors, the angels, your allies, whatever that is for you, and just be open. Expect the unexpected. Learn how to accept, receive, and just be the observer of whatever arises during this quest. You might also want to just tune in, pray, or whatever that is for you, no matter what form your quest can take. On a deep level, there's a spiritual experience, and within this energy, it's extremely valuable. We ask you to finish your quest by sending out the beautiful energies and blessings and good thoughts to the people that you know and love, and then also to Mother Earth. So these are just some of the potential experiences that people can have doing a quest. And a quote from Denise is that in powerful and often mysterious ways, the effects of this 28-day program will manifest in your life for years to come. You have our love and our support when you do this 28-day journey to unlock the secret messages of your body. And remember, it's a powerful 28-day Jumpstart program for you to experience radiant health and glorious vitality. We welcome you to join us. Thank you.